Hey, everybody, welcome. Another episode of Two Majors and a Minor. We got the two majors here, Josh and John, and I'm the minor. I'm Tim, and we all play the organ.
That we do.
In some fashion.
In some fashion. Yeah. And we all love the Chicago Cubs.
Yes, we do.
Well, you guys have had an exciting summer. We're going to talk a little bit about college baseball today because you guys played for the College World Series.
Right, yeah.
So once you guys take off and run and tell us how that went. I know you played for a week and then you played the finals. So let's start with the very beginning. You had some double headers you had to play for.
6 days of double headers. Very exciting. And so that's really like a full day. And I was surprised how quickly the days flew by. But this was all, I won't be able to recreate the bracket, but this was essentially the elimination games getting up to the finals. And so, yeah. So saw a bunch of teams. It was 8 teams. And this year they were all either Southern or Texas, Oklahoma, which isn't exactly, but yeah. So lots of country music fans there. One interesting thing that they did from an organ perspective was they have a request line that they open up to fans. And so fans could scan a code, and request songs. And there were hundreds per game, hundreds of requests. And so I learned some stuff that I've been playing at Wrigley now. Big one was Mo Bamba by Sheck West, the sung rap song from 2020 or something.
How do you play that on the organ?
I got the vocal melody in my right hand, and then my left hand I'm crossing over playing the piano thing. So
very nice.
And then it goes into
you have to.
So that was very useful.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Great team, great production team. Loved working with them. It was a good time.
And it's a Hammond organ instead of the Lowry that you're used to at Wrigley.
That was a learning curve. Yeah. Because, at Wrigley, we're used to the patches at Wrigley and everything. And playing songs in the pregame recital. We've got rhythms there that we can use. And there's none of that with the Hammond, So, took some careful picking and choosing to see which songs will really work here and which songs can I do justice on this instrument. Yeah. But great instrument. I would love to get a chance to play it more.
Oh, fascinating. So how's the food at a college baseball game?
It was fine. Yeah. It was.
You're so kind.
Sandwiches and fries. It did the job.
It did the job.
It nourished me and kept me going. Yes.
That's awesome. So what's your favorite moment of the series when you were playing there?
Favorite moment of the series? I don't know if there was a specific moment, but one thing that really struck me was how good defensively these college players are. You know how you'll see Dansby do his little slide thing where he catches the ball, immediately springs back up to his feet, throws it to Bush at first, gets the guy out. And it looks like it's the easiest thing in the world for him. And it took him years of just constant reps to get that down.
Yes.
And
indeed.
some of these guys have similar things worked out. Like they can do that stuff, So not only just the spectacular runs in the outfield, but lots of infield plays too that were just amazing to watch.
Fascinating.
So go college baseball players.
Yeah. Have you noticed that the crowds act any different than they do at the Major League Ballpark?
Some more animosity maybe toward one another.
So like a Cubs Cardinals game.
Even more. Let's see. I don't know. From the stand or from where we were in the booth, I don't know. Did you notice anything?
Yeah. Well, it was all SEC, ACC, and a couple mid-major teams. That's usually how it is. Very rarely do you get a Big Ten or like a former Pac-12 or something. Right. You get SEC, the LSUs, the Tennessee, the Georgia. Georgia was there. That was the favorite, and they got out pretty. I think
they were staying in my hotel.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
They were at the. But the thing is, you feel it with with college sports, especially like if your friend or your son or whoever is playing on the team or your team, because college is life. College sports is life in Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia. That is like football, baseball, that is it. And you feel when like the Razorbacks from Arkansas versus Mississippi or something, like it is barbaric in the best of ways, borderline violent, because it's like, this is life. This is part of their blood and their legacy. It's
culture.
It's great. It makes for great theater and great baseball. But I've done this for 4 years now, the College World Series. I used to do the whole enchilada. I had a baby, so can't be gone for 2 straight weeks with a newborn at home. So Josh it just worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
They asked me, they're like, "Hey, John, we like what you do the song request stuff. That was that's my favorite thing, I think, in the world, because it takes a skill that we both share, play by ear, and you can play things off the cuff, and you get to marry it with baseball." We were talking, with Danny Rocket on a previous episode about this. It just baseball and music just go together.
Yeah.
And when you can apply it as much and as often as possible, and people are participating, college kids are sending us songs to play on the organ. That's the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And but we get to be a part of something that we're not necessarily tied to. I'm a Cubs fan, so I can't help but root for the Cubs and play along while I'm doing that. Being at a college game, I'm not necessarily for any of these teams in particular.
We're not allowed to be.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the best part, because you get to just cheer.
Good game, well played. Yeah.
Right. Good game. Right. We don't necessarily care, but we're not supposed to. We're told, hey, be as impartial as you possibly can and just have fun and uplift the crowd. And it's a blast. Just a blast.
So you're doing the da-da-da-da-da-da for both sides.
Yeah. And we can't really antagonize. There's playful antagonization at Wrigley where, if a opposing pitcher's having a bad game, you get to play, under pressure as the pitching coach is going out. Can't really do that for college, because that's showing favoritism, whatever.
Sure.
It's all got to be pump up the crowd,
the crowd, and the DJ would take over some of that. Just if there's a moment that is a little bit more elevated that requires turn down for what. Yeah, you let Lil Jon take it over, but otherwise you're playing it. And I got to use a lot of the roll with the changes during, because how many pitching changes do we see?
Holy cow!
10 pitching changes.
Those were some long games. You don't get out of a college game in less than 3 hours.
No. And then when there's no limits, and the coach is just like, we're going to everybody, because this is elimination.
Yeah,
it's the single elimination games, and it's a.
So blast. Are they playing with a pitch clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is the same. Overall, the same rules of gameplay as the majors, and the field is enormous. Charles Schwab, I think, it's 350 to the foul poles, 380 to the alleys, and it's 415 to dead center. And I was asking people, like, who's hit dead center homers here? And they're like, we've seen Pete Alonso do it.
Okay,
when he was on Florida, and then there was a guy. I think his name was Cade Beloso. He was on LSU the first year I did it, and he hit a dead center homer.
Nice.
The wind was howling out. I'll give him that.
Wow.
But it's 415, and if you can get one confidently over that fence, you get power.
Also, there's some wind in Omaha.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh
I think that's the Windy City. Just walking down the street, my hat blew off.
You weren't there. I mean, it was this year was pretty decent weather-wise.
Yeah,
like as far as temperature goes, every year I've gone, except for this year, it was 100 plus.
Yeah,
with humidity and storms, and the wind felt like you were being breathed on by a dog. Like it just was the hottest thing. And you'd see these guys in cotton. The umps are wearing pants. I'm up in the booth with climate control. We happen to have the window open. I'm like, this is uncomfortable. This is very warm. But this year weather-wise actually was pretty nice. Yeah,
that's fascinating. It's got to be a completely different experience. And obviously, I think you guys probably have a little more freedom in playing because it's all upbeat than what you do at Wrigley.
Well, and the request thing is nice too, because it takes some of the heat off you. It's like an escape hatch. Yes. Like at Wrigley, if you play something weird, people will say, why did you play that? I don't know. I felt like playing it. Yeah, right. Yeah. But if it's a request, it's like, well, it was on the list, I had to play it.
Yeah.
Maybe they should institute that at Wrigley where they got that scanning code where they can reach you guys and you get the request.
We pitched it a couple of times.
Yeah.
But people do it anyway.
They do it on social media. Yeah. Which is how they used to do it at the
at the college.
At college, yeah.
Yeah. No, we did the hashtag the second year I did it because it just made it a little bit more official. And I had my Twitter page up as Dwayne or Mark, whoever was the infield host, would say, hey, if you want a song played on the organ, do hashtag MCWS organist. And then I'd see the flood. People had the call to action really helped. But like when I first did it, that first year was very experimental. People still caught on. They're like, oh, we could do this. This is great. And that's the best part to us.
What was the song most requested for you?
Always a song that has to do with a particular college.
Yes.
Always.
Which we cannot play.
Which we can't. Until the finals, I give a little leeway because they both made it. I think they both deserve.
Okay.
Flowers.
Yeah.
So Carolina on my mind for Carolina. On my mind, James Taylor. So that was another one, and then it was when LSU for some reason, Girl from Baton Rouge by
Colin Baton Rouge.
Yeah,
that was a big request. Yeah.
And then Neck, that's a Tennessee one, or Rocky Top or Tennessee. Like there's all these songs that have to do, and I have to look it up sometimes. Or like, is this song associated with the school? And people sneak it in.
Yeah,
which I give them props. You're there for your school. Why wouldn't you request
a
song that has to do with your school?
Yeah.
But a lot of that. I think Country Roads is a big one. I still get people asking me to play 3 by Mice.
Yeah.
Which, if you read the
I
little.
play that.
I know you play that.
Yeah.
Lambert Bartok, who's the guy who played that CV from 1955 to 2010 for the College World Series. He was the original organist. For the college. There's an article about him who played 3 by Mice. The ump kicked him out, and the next day the ump bought him dinner. And they made peace. Yeah. So there's been a few situations. Daytona Cubs, there's a famous video that gets sent to us 3 to 4 times a year. That guy did it. You did it. We're not going to do it. We like our job.
I didn't get the umpire to buy me dinner, though.
No.
That didn't happen.
Yeah. You owe him dinner.
Yeah, I probably do.
Yeah.
He's still around. Yeah. Well, that was awesome. A College World Series. So you guys do that every year now, right?
We'll see. It worked out really well.
It did. Yeah. I'm glad you asked me to do it. Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a big save. It really helped out the family. I'll give you that. So I appreciate that very much. And they liked you. Good reports, man.
Oh, good.
Seriously.
Good.
Like
okay.
They really, and it was so natural because they're like, John, what are we going to do if you can't come up here for the 2 weeks? We either have you record a bunch of stuff and send it, and then you come when you can, or if you just happen to know another organist who does the exact same thing, and they've said it like that without having any tongue in cheek. There was no obtuse nature to what there was, and I kind of was like, how about the other guy who does the exact same thing as me at Wrigley? We did the exact same amount of games. So I literally hung up the phone with Amy. Hey, Josh, And you're like, yeah, I think that'd be great. Yeah. And then I'm like, all right, call her right back. This might work out. And it worked out perfectly.
Glad it worked out.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are going to do something else unusual for the first time this year.
Yeah.
You're both going to play for the Savannah Bananas.
Right.
Well, let's talk about those guys, the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball, coming to Wrigley. Yeah.
We still don't really know what our involvement will be.
How will we fit into this? Yeah, I don't know. I've been to a Globetrotters game. I've never actually seen a Bananas game.
No, but they're a tough ticket.
Yeah.
Like there's a years-long waiting list for these guys. And I won't go into their story is so cool because they were like a minor league team that didn't have any affiliation with anything, and they were struggling. And the owner decided to change it up a bit. And you would still play regular baseball, but every now and again they would do a fun version of baseball, and they couldn't keep up. People would they flocked in, and that's been the kind of the theme. And now they tour, and there's other teams in their league that they play actual games with, and they sell out Neyland Stadium, 101,000 people, and they sell out a whole weekend. It's a crazy phenomenon, and it's coming to Wrigley.
Yeah,
I'm assuming they have a pretty airtight choreography.
I've seen you guys have to dress in yellow, probably.
Oh,
good question.
I do have a yellow shirt.
I don't think I have anything in yellow.
Oh, and I have a shirt with bananas on it.
Ooh,
yeah.
Actually, I've seen that shirt. You've worn it here before.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I don't have anything. I don't look good. I can't pull off yellow. I mean, fine.
You can.
Maybe I'll do the away jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
You could do that, or you just find something appealing.
Do we have a Duchess? You go? No. Okay. No.
So you don't have any plan yet on what you're going to do to play?
No,
so.
we're excited that we were invited.
Yeah.
The fact that we're going to be involved in some way and we get to see this it's a phenomenon.
Yeah,
There's nothing else.
It'll be cool to see.
The cool thing is, if you guys happen to catch a foul ball up in the booth, it's an out.
It's an out.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's one of the
wow.
rules.
Yeah.
That's one of the funky rules.
I've heard. Okay, I heard that.
They play it timed. I think it's 2 hours or something like that, and you don't get runs, you get points.
Okay.
So if you do certain tricks and stunts during a play, you play, they pitch in baseball, there's bases and you're out and safe, but if you get a run, that's a certain point. So there's a point system that I'm not necessarily familiar with, but
do the Bananas, like the Globetrotters, always win?
No.
Okay.
No.
They
And
don't.
that's the goal. The only reason I would say they're kind of like the Globetrotters is the tricks and stunts, and it's kind of more of a circus act as opposed to an actual.
Yeah, you've got a
serious
pitcher that
baseball game.
pitches on stilts.
Yeah, the tallest pitcher in the world.
Oh.
And then they always have a guest. They've been doing that. So every city they go to, they bring out a player that's affiliated with the city. I think when they were in Pittsburgh, they brought out Russell Wilson, who was drafted as a major league player. So
he was, right?
So he came out, Russell Wilson. So I don't know. Maybe they'll bring out a former Cub.
Yeah,
that everyone loves.
that'd
I'm
be cool.
sure that'll go over really well. I mean, that's just how it is. But the best rule that I know about that everyone loves is the fact that an audience member can catch a ball for an out. And there's been a few situations where it's the final out.
Oh, wow.
And the audience member will win a game for the team, and the team blocks they'll go into the stands.
Nice.
And it's just so cool. It's a very creative thing.
It is cool. It is cool. Well, the seventh inning stretch would be cool because I've seen them do some things where they actually go into the stands and the fans are part of the seventh inning stretch. So maybe that's something they have in mind with you guys.
We could speculate wildly.
Yeah, really.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe we should watch some games between now and then.
Yeah. well, I'm sure, play as the people walk into the stadium. I think that's, safe to assume that, for other special events at Wrigley, we've played, at the overture, and then the seventh inning is just, that's a Wrigley thing. That's all. That's what Wrigley's known for. But
and like for college, like when Northwestern plays there, the producer will get with us beforehand and kind of explain, this is what you're going to do. Here's where you play. They have a run of show. Yeah. So Valley Bananas are.
I'm going to ask you a question. Other than baseball, what is your favorite secondary event that you've been a part of at Wrigley?
Good question. Probably Northwestern football, because I've done it a couple times now, and so I get along with the team well. I really like to hear the PA announcer say, "We're gonna move those chains." And the weather's nice for football generally.
Cooler,
it's like fall.
Yeah.
So yours.
And it's an interesting vantage point too, because the field is set up where you're looking down one of the end zones. So you have it's an interesting perspective, and there's usually pyro, and there's I loved hockey.
Okay.
Period. Like we did the Winter Classic, and I think that there was a lot of moving parts because there were a lot of networks involved, and that we shared a booth with the fly cam, tether cam people.
Okay.
So that just was but I really enjoyed the Frozen Four, the Big Ten tournament they had. And so it was college hockey. And I think because it's, again, kind of similar to college baseball or college football, where there's a little bit more at stake, it seems, where the players have something to prove. It's not their job to play.
Right.
It's just something that they're either looking to get drafted or they just are in it for the love of the game.
Sure.
And it's just a little bit more passion, I sense, from players that aren't being paid. So,
yeah. And shout out to Eric on the production crew, because he took over as producer for those games and nailed it. Holy cow. Yeah.
Not his first rodeo. That dude's he's one of a kind. So.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm looking forward. I think we're going to be at the Savannah game when you're playing, Josh, on Saturday.
Okay.
So
Friday, Sunday, he's Saturday.
Sounds good.
Yep. So we're going to have a blast doing that. So anything else new with you guys going? I do have a question. So this year, anybody new that you've done a stretch with that you haven't done before?
Ooh.
Anybody new this year so far? We're only halfway through the season.
There's been a lot of college coaches. A lot of
I've noticed that.
Like college players and coaches.
It has been a lot. Let's see. I just had someone cool.
You had Nick Offerman, didn't you?
I did have Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
Nick Offerman is a true gentleman.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
He came in, he shook my hand, looked me in the eye, said, "Thank you for your service." And then
Wow.
and then after he sang the stretch, he came back in the booth, which I always love when people do that. You know,
Yeah,
it's a nice
yeah.
gesture. And shook my hand again, and yes, thank you. And what a guy.
I'm again super jealous because I'm a huge Parks and Rec fan. I'm just like, you got to meet Ron Swanson, man. And he's been there a couple of times, so maybe he'll come around.
Yeah.
He'll come around. There's a band that it's kind of obscure, but not really. OK Go. The band is OK Go. So the drummer from that band, because the OG YouTube days, these guys would make the funkiest music videos to their music, and they were like a viral sensation.
I remember
before social media, before you could share it on your phone. You watched YouTube
choreography, and like low budget choreography.
Yes, well, it was just they had a camera,
cool.
and it was legitimate analog, like scientific timing of some of these things. And one of the songs, "When the Morning," "This Too Shall Pass" is their song.
Okay,
and the whole video is this machine, kind of like a domino effect of all these cool effects, and they basically set this big chain reaction machine in a warehouse, and you just know that this took days and days and
right.
days to set up, and how many takes they did at the time it just really. Right. And that's what I loved about them. These videos are like 16, 17 years old now. They have a treadmill one where they use treadmills, and the guy was there, and the guy, he couldn't have been more cordial for being the star of the day. And I just happened to be accompanying him on the stretch. He came in, he's like, "Oh, you're the organist. Can I take a picture with you? This is my daughter." And her daughter shares the same name as my daughter. So we had that conversation.
Oh, nice.
And he's just a dad who's wearing his Cubs jersey and a hot dog, and he's just taking selfies up. I'm like, I love when larger than life people, where you get this perception. Even now, we've met so many famous people. Like, we have this image like they're being walked around by security detail. They get escorts. They end up being just people. Yeah. And you can talk to Nick Offerman. That's a great thing to hear, that he's just a guy that you can talk to, where they're larger than life on TV. And it sounds cliche, but like when a celebrity or a hero or somebody ends up being just a cool person, we love that. We love it because it makes it easy.
Most of the time that is the true statement. It's because the few times that it's not, it sticks out more.
100%. Yes. And we have those. We've been blessed to not have one in a while. I can't remember. I mean, I think a certain boxer from a certain island nation had an entourage, and they,
it's always the entourage. I don't know. It messes with your mind.
It's a like, all right. I think a WWE wrestler came in and he had one too many. And you get those people, but most of the time they're just
people. This year have been cool. Yeah,
they have been. Yeah.
Well, good. I think it's because we have so many walk-off wins.
We're on like 11 of them now.
Yeah. It's over 40% of our victories at Wrigley Field have been walk-offs.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah. So who's had the most walk-offs between you two?
I've had a few. I had that run. I was right in the middle of that second 10-game winning streak during the homestand.
Right. Yeah.
And they had like 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
It just kept happening, and it was always like, I don't know if we're gonna win this one, but then you just get a feeling like, well, they've been doing this, so we'll see.
It's nice when they get to the 9th inning.
Yeah, you're like,
and they're down by a run.
You expect it.
You kind of expect it to happen.
Yeah, a few times it has it. Whatever. Yeah, that's baseball. That's why we played 100, 120.
And that's why we're still around 10 games over 500.
We could do it. Yeah, we got this. It's a great season so far.
This has been great. I thank you guys for getting in here in person again. It's been a while since all three of us got together.
Yeah, it's nice.
We're all busy. Yeah. Well, you got some games coming up at Wrigley Field. You got the All-Star break coming. Yep. How about we take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll do our 7th inning stretch goodbye. And whose turn is it? One of you two.
Is it me?
You.
You?
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Looking for more than just a piano? Discover the complete music experience at Piano Trends Music Company. Yes, they're known for exceptional grand and upright pianos, but that's just the beginning. Piano Trends Music also offers band and orchestra instruments, guitars, violins, digital keyboards, and everything musicians and students need to grow and perform. Getting ready for school band? Picking up a guitar for the first time? Maybe upgrading your instrument? The experienced team at Piano Trends Music will help you find the perfect fit. Plus, with professional repairs, rentals, and private music lessons all under one roof, Piano Trends Music is your trusted hometown music partner. Visit Piano Trends Music Company in Crystal Lake, pianotrends.com, where music begins and every instrument has a story.
All right, Cubs fans, let me hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, so it's root for the Cubbies.